The public comment period for the 2020 5-year con plan for the potential use of CDBG and home program dollars. After a brief PowerPoint presentation, we will begin accepting comments and feedback from the audience. So today we're here to talk about the City of Longview's 2021 through 2025 Consolidated Plan. These activities will define what we do as a city for the next 5 years with our community planning and development dollars that are granted to us via HUD through the federal government. The two programs listed underneath this umbrella are the CDBG and Home Program. The CDBG program is the Community Development Block Grant Program, and it provides annual grants on a formula basis to states, cities, and counties to develop a viable urban communities by providing decent housing and a suitable living environment, and by expanding economic opportunities, principally for low to moderate income persons. The second is the Home Investment Partnership. It is a type of grant from the United States federal assistance provided by the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development to states in order to provide decent and affordable housing, particularly housing for low to very low income Americans. So what is the Consolidated Plan? The Consolidated Plan takes into account all major surveys and population data that we have accumulated over the last 5 years. The goal of the Consolidated Plan is to capture what's actually happening here within our community to ensure that we're providing the best grant opportunities and grant programs to meet our citizens. So, in review, currently the City of Longview's population is at 82,256 with a mean household income of $47,950. Average poverty rate is 17.6%, and the employment rate is about at 58.1%. And all of the data we will be pulling from this evening will be from the census.gov information. There may be some slight variances based off of the data polling time periods off of this information, but we're using the most currently provided metrics that are listed within those federal sites. So to give you guys a better glimpse at what these dollars can do, the federal government breaks it down even further into national objectives and program-specific requirements. For CDBG, these funds can only be spent on projects that meet at least one of the following national objectives listed here: direct benefit to low to moderate income persons, address elimination of slum and blight, or to meet an urgent need, i.e. a natural disaster. Home dollars can be only used for projects that qualify under the one of the following housing activities listed here: assist owner occupants with the rehabilitation of their homes, finance, purchase, rehabilitation, or new construction for home buyers, rehabilitate or construct affordable rental housing, and tenant-based rental assistance. And in the history of our grant programs, we have touched on at least all of these. And we're looking to find out the best avenues to incorporate under these program-specific guidelines moving forward for the next 5 years. Under our previous consolidated plan that was listed from 2014 to 2019, we isolated the following goals to alleviate with our grant programs. One was income disparity. 2, housing stock deterioration. 3, elderly needs. 4, rental housing. 5, minority needs. And 6, homeless support activities. Our program service goals are to provide specific services to help more city residents out of poverty, while also providing programs that recruit participants from target areas such as the South Longview and City Planning area, and also build programs that meet one or more city priorities, such as job training, child care, and homelessness. To further edify the situation, we have chosen to list some of our past activities that we have accomplished in the past 5 years under the last con plan to give a further illustration as to what kind of programs can be isolated with these dollars. Um, for instance, we have taken on public facilities to improve the structural needs of community service organizations within our community. Under our public service dollars, we have aided with childcare needs for persons seeking employment, aid with mental health centers, assist with community services benefiting the homeless, assist business owners within the SLIP area through facade improvement, rehabilitate public works utilities such as dilapidated water main in high-risk areas, assist in home ownership through down payment / closing cost assistance, assist elderly and disabled persons through critical home repairs, and assist economic development of our community through technical job training scholarships. Under the home grant, in the past, we have had a reconstruction program for homes beyond repair and for families in need, rehabilitation to bring at-risk properties back to a federal home standard, tenant-based rental assistance to aid in rapid rehousing for persons at risk of homelessness, and home infill to low to moderate income persons through local community housing development organizations. So let's take a further look at where our city is currently. Once again, this data is provided by the census.gov. So 2019 population estimates have us at 81,631 persons, give or take. Median household income is at $47,950. Persons in poverty is at 17.6%. Educational attainment percent in high school graduate or higher is at 84.3%. Persons without health insurance are at 19.4%. Median housing value is at $137,000. Total housing units are at 34,634. Now, that information does not take into account potential vacancies and potential homes that are not habitable at this point in time. Number of firms are 8,585. Male median income is at $30,623. Female median income is at $20,325. We have a reported 4,845 veterans within our community, and the percent of households with broadband internet subscription are about 75.2%. So let's look at housing needs. So currently, with our housing units, as I mentioned before, there's an issue of vacancy and dilapidation. As you can see in the table before me, we have varying amounts of units that are available to be purchased, of units that are still in a form of dilapidation, and it even breaks it down even further into mobile home or multi-housing units. So in the past, we previously have not addressed rental housing. That is something that we have identified through our housing inventory survey, that we do have what would be considered a shortage of rental units within the city of Longview for the amount needed for persons that these dollars can be reached out to. So that's something that we are giving a consideration at this point in time, amongst other housing programs that have been previously listed that have been successful in the past. We are going to take all of this information amongst the comments that are presented through these meetings and through our public hearings to try to decide what the best avenues are for moving forward. And we hope that we'll be able to glean some great insight from these comments moving forward. Business needs. Um, Goals of the CDBG program are to incentivize growth while including both private and public sector for investment consideration. In the past, our suggested areas of concentration have been our entry corridor passages and the South Longview Incentive Program area. Small business rehabilitation is also encouraged that incentivizes growth for minority business enterprise. And the next couple of slides are going to be kind of a breakdown of our community needs survey that is actually available as we speak. We will provide a link here at the very end for you to be able to access that, and that's also been published within several of the social media outlets that the city controls. So I'm going to go through this survey and kind of highlight some of our individual questions. And all of these are going to be, we're just asking for the citizens' opinion over whether or not these programs seem like they would be something that would be beneficial for the city of Longview. So that also means that there are other programs out there that are administered by other HUD entities that match these specific programs. So the first would be improved broadband access for low to moderate income persons, assistance to homeless individuals in the form of rental assistance for rapid rehousing projects, sprinkler systems for the downtown 100 acres of heritage businesses to revitalize old lots and to encourage business growth, emergency repair dollars to respond to natural disasters, home repair or reconstruction for people who already own their homes, adaptation of housing for the elderly or disabled, cleaner neighborhoods, temporary housing for people with special needs, places for homeless persons to reside, money to assist first-time homebuyers to pay down payment and closing cost payments, new houses for first-time homebuyers, new or repaired public transportation shelters, benches, and equipment, new or repaired parks, playgrounds, community and senior centers, new or repaired streets, curbs, gutters, sidewalks, water lines, or sewer lines, job training, job creation, and support for small businesses, and preservation for historic buildings, including the downtown area. Continuing on, other services we are considering are affordable child care services for low-income working parents, scholarships to teach job skills for low-income persons, and help for the elderly or disabled via weatherization or ADA accessibility. And once again, this is a link that you can follow. We have it posted on several of our social media sites to get the greatest amount of input from our community, because remember, these dollars are meant for you, the community at large. And so we want to make sure that what we're doing here as a city is reflecting of what you, the community members, actually need. And so that being said, we're going to open it up for comments at this point in time.
Dakota, this is Richard Yakeley. We had some people register to attend the meeting, but no one has indicated that they wish to speak at this time. I'd say we give them just a couple seconds. If you wish to speak at this meeting, make sure to raise your hand in the teleconference system. You can raise your hand if you want to speak. And Dakota, I'm not seeing any, so I think you're good.
Okay. Well, with there being no public comments, this hearing will end, and we should have 2 more instances of this coming up in the future. Thank you, and have a great evening.